This is the course on Introduction to Unix Operating System. Course code is 18 UCSC 304. It is a 202 model, okay, resulting into 3 credits, 2 hours of theory session and 2 hours of practice-based session. The course Introduction to Unix Operating System, it focuses on giving you an exposure on Unix platform, which includes command architecture, how exactly the different modules work together, including working principles. It also deals with some part of programming practices as an introductory part, okay, to the another course operating system which you'll be studying in 4th semester. It includes scripting language for administrative purpose of a Unix operating system and introductory level of programming using system calls. This is the most important course for placement, okay, or otherwise also. Now, this is the syllabus I'm sharing with you all people. The syllabus, the main important aspect of the syllabus is a course outcome. The course outcome, it reflects what exactly you will be learning. Learning, there are two components. One is theoretical aspect, other one is by practices. We focus a practice-based session, okay, in almost every courses, and they are called course outcome. Course outcomes are nothing but what we expect a student to do at the end of the courses. Now here there are 4 COs. The first one is explain the structure and working principles of Unix operating system. Second course outcome says use different Unix commands and system calls to perform system administration and user specific tasks. Here some programming aspect is involved. Course outcome number 3, write a shell script to perform different system administrative tasks. Again a programming aspect. Okay, last course outcome is write awk scripts to perform different system administrative tasks. This also includes writing the programs. So when you look at a course outcome for any course, almost okay everything that what is going to be asked in okay different examination, internal exam 1, 2, 3, course teacher assessment, and including semester and examination will come to know about that. So you are expected to see the course outcome thoroughly, right, so that you are prepared well. The another aspect of the right hand side what you see is course outcome to program outcome mapping. The program outcomes are nothing but they are the graduate attribute. Again it speaks about what okay the students is expected to know and do at the end of the program, at the end of the 4 years, right. There are 12 standard program outcomes given by National Board of Accreditation and is being used across the country in everywhere. So I will take you through that one at the end of this particular session. So this is the mapping. That means through this course, we are preparing those graduate attributes or those characteristics or those abilities in you all people. So you need to understand that and accordingly do the programming, according to do the practice-based session given to you. Without a practice-based session, you going through that one or you submitting that, okay, learning has no meaning at all. Theoretically, whatever that you people learn has no meaning. So in order to prepare for the placement properly, this is the right time. You are in 3rd semester, start doing the things, everything by practice so that you are well prepared for a placement. And huge number of companies they visit, and you can be easily okay go through all those things later, okay, during 6th and 7th semester. Now let's look into, before we get into the content of the courses, now let's get into the some important aspect of that. You are expected to know about the vision and mission of the department. The department focuses on okay 2 aspects. One is competent professionals and human values. In order to make you a competent professionals, we again I told you that one, we focus on practice based learning and all. So there will be assignment in every course, okay, please do it. Then the aspect is human values. Without this, right, learning is incomplete and all. You cannot be called as an engineer without human values and all. Both are equally important. We focus through different events and all which you will go through in the department, okay, on human values. And when you look at the mission, how do we achieve this competent professionals and human values aspect of the vision, right? There are okay 4 important, and 5th one is about the soft skills, right? Now look at that. Uh, our syllabus, we make it contextually relevant. There is a body called IEEE ACM. We refer to that one and we look into what is to be learnt, what is a depth, whether core or elective, etc. How many credits and all. We do look into that so that we are always contextually relevant things as far the curriculum is concerned. And we also focus on outcome based education based effective teaching learning. Outcome based education, the meaning of this is that one, see, whenever you learn anything from the kitchen room to the office room, everything has an outcome, everything has something to demonstrate, everything has something to, okay, do it, right? It is, in other words, it is called practice based learning. So when you complete a particular course, what all you can do by programming or by design and all, that is more important aspect of learning rather than simply writing in a, okay, examination theoretical thing, pages together and getting S grade or A grade, right? S grade and A grade, okay, they are meaningful provided you can uh, do something, develop something and show it or solve, okay, given a problem and all, then, okay, the S grade and A grade is meaningful one. So I request all the students focus more on practices and avoid copying from other students, right? Because that will not help prepare you, okay, for the placement. Then to enhance research culture, slowly we move towards, okay, 8th semester. So during that you have a different project phases, introductory project, mini project, major project and all, so that you will be picking a particular problem from the society and solving it. There are some students who have published a paper, there are some students who have, okay, published the copyright on the work they have done. So you all can be one among that particular basket. So it is basically your ability and we facilitate you so that you can do the research also. The fourth important point is that we do essentially, okay, connect minimum two, okay, talks, industrial talk for in every course in a classroom. Every course teacher will do that so that you, okay, know about the industrial, okay, trends and you get connected with the people and all. That we will ensure that that's our prime focus, okay, of, okay, the course coverage or the learning experience that we give it to you. And last important aspect of the mission is, right, inculcate ethics and soft skills. This is the most important thing. Professional ethics, we talk about that, right? There's no definition for professional ethics, right? It includes several perspectives. Maybe, okay, starting every work on time, completing everything in time, timing maintenance and all, right? Okay, the way that you present it, the clearly presenting an ideas to other things, communication aspects and all, preparing the reports and all, respecting each other, okay, views and all. There are many aspects of professional ethics and all which you need to learn so that your placement preparation becomes much comfortable. Soft skills are the most important thing. Focus more on communication skills, right? So the clear you present your ideas, convince the others, the better you are. So as a part of placement preparation, group discussion becomes one of the important thing, and personal interview. So how do you prepare for all these things? The preparation starts in your classroom. Preparation, do interact with the teacher in a classroom so that you are naturally prepared for all the communication skills and so the placement. So do not hesitate, right? The more hesitation, more you run away from that. Okay, you are not preparing for yourself for the placement and all. So prepare, try to interact with the people, right? This is about the vision of mission of the okay, department. The another aspect we speak about is the quality policy, right? We have an important thing, imparting quality education by which character is formed. This is the most important thing. Without a character, we are not called human beings. Then strength of the mind. Okay, that's another thing that we focus on that. So if you are strong through your thought process and all these things, everything becomes a cakewalk, right? And the third important thing is, right, the intellect, the competency, the intellect, whatever that we talk about, that we focus and try to develop, okay, all these three aspects of a quality policy, right? So that we are focusing you to be a good citizen and you are accepted globally in the industries and also that your placement will be better and you can focus on your higher studies, okay, in a good institutions and all. Okay, this how you can plan from the beginning. You are in third semester, plan the entire 4 years of your stay in the SDM campus and all, and so that you are well accepted in the society, right? That's then I was talking about the program outcome, right? Program outcomes are nothing but what students are expected to know and able to do upon their graduation after 4 years, right? There are 12. Okay, before that, there is something called program educational objectives. Our objective is to prepare you, okay, competent, okay, technically, okay, then give awareness of technological trends and make you to be a committed citizen with social and professional concern. And the most important thing is that you need to be an independent lifelong learner, self learning and doing programming, doing exercise individually on your own or sometimes in a group. That is most important thing, right? Simply sitting in the class when a teacher cover something, then only I learn. That's not a good attitude of any learner, right? And the most important thing is working in a team is a very important thing, right? Don't say that when I don't like these people, I like these people and all. No. Okay, try to work in a heterogeneous team, okay, and contribute in a team. That is one, okay, very important aspect required in the industry. And all these things we call as a program educational objectives. Then the last part is I was talking about okay, the program outcome. There are 12 program outcomes that standard throughout the country that speaks about what you can do from the subject-wise knowledge acquired during the program. There are 12 short things that I'll okay, share with you. Remaining things available in the college website, you can see it. Program outcome number one is engineering knowledge. Program outcome number two is problem analysis, your ability to analyze a problem. Program outcome number three is a design and development of solution. Fourth one is conduct investigations of complex problems. Fifth one, modern tool usage. Sixth one is the engineer and the society. How do you are connected with the society, okay, and issues like health, safety, legal, cultural issues, okay, while developing solutions and all. Program outcome number one speaks about environment and sustainability. Eighth one is ethics. Ninth one is individual and teamwork. Tenth one is communication, written and oral communication. 11th one is project management. How do you manage a project when a task is given to you? How do you manage, and okay, financial aspect of those things, right? The last one is lifelong learning, the most important thing. The more you do it on your own, you are the better learner, you are the better engineer. These are the 12 standard you will find in okay, in every institution, okay, across the different state in India. Then development department has developed another four okay, specific to us where we focus, and they are called program specific outcomes. So they are nothing but okay, they are based on the rational unified process. Okay, the 13th one is system inception and elaboration. How do you conceptualize any software product system, okay, component, etc. The second one, that is the 14th one, is system construction. How do you implement it using the programming tools, techniques, whatever that you have it. You need to be very good in programming as a computer engineer is concerned, right? 15th one is system testing and deployment. Verify and validate the system. This is the most important thing. The whatever that you develop, how do you ensure that okay, they are all correct things? The last one is the structure and behavior. The focus here is on the quality of the product, right, in different perspectives and all, and portability, and there are many aspects of behavioral aspect of the system. People speak about that, and you will learn all these things in software engineering in fifth semester and all, right? So this is how this ability that will try to focus in every individual, right? Now coming to um the course content, and see left hand side contents, you will see it. Right hand side, performing and showing measures. Okay, it means that what is that, okay, how do both of us, a student and teacher, ensure a minimum learning through practices. A practice based learning is a mantra, okay, that you need to understand about that. The first chapter deals with introduction to Unix operating system, different uh, parts of an operating system, their working principles, okay, like that. Different parts include process, memory, devices, file systems, etc. So you will come to know about that. 4 hours we'll be spending on that. It focuses on course outcome number one, and it is for the IA one. This portion is being covered. So the activity that what we do on this chapter one is written test in internal examination and semester end examination, and you are given an assignment to study the Unix operating system evolutions and all. This is a theoretical assignment. You need to go through the evolution of operating system, the features included in that, and submit as assignment through the Google, okay, classes and all. The second one chapter is about the Unix system architecture, commands and system calls. Here we focus more on programming aspect, system calls, how do we do it, and commands. The knowing the commands is very important thing. Make your life in Unix operating system, right? Then, okay, the placement and other aspect will be very comfortable. In one of the, okay, interview, people asked, name list 30 Unix commands, right? So in that way it's going to help you, and also you'll become like an expert in programming, right? The exercise you will be doing programming includes directory listing. Okay, when you type ls minus cl in Unix operating system, you get the files listing. So similarly, can you write a program? Yes, we will take you through these exercises of directory listing, displaying file attributes, and using these two, you'll be implementing the ls minus l command, so that you get a grip of how do I implement system calls from the scratch, right? So this will be the, okay, the assignment which you'll be working on that immediately through Google Class. We will make it known to you. Then third chapter, I mean, first two chapters, they are being focused in internal examination one that you can see, and chapter number two, part of that it will go to the chapter number two. This is what is a course plan. Okay, due to the online classes, we don't have any specific course plan. The course plan is integrated as a part of our syllabus, and we call it as a performance ensuring measures or PEM model of syllabus, right? So please don't ask any teacher about what is the portion for internal exams 1, 2, 3 and all. It's a part of the syllabus. Accordingly, a teacher is supposed to cover, and students are supposed to prepare accordingly. A number of hours, which course outcome, which internal exams, everything is being written. Chapter number three focuses on filters and Unix. This is a very interesting thing and all. Okay, there are many filters you will find, right? And we'll go through that one. And you will be made to go through as a part of CTA. CTA refers to the course teacher's assessment for 10 marks. So this is most important thing. Though it is a 10 marks, whatever that you do, that is a true learning. So you will be asked to go through different, okay, filters and all in this. And the fourth chapter speaks about the shell programming. This is the most important thing required for system administration. So it includes a programming. Okay, we will, as a part of CTA, we will give few set of exercises. So you'll be doing, right. And I request all people, please install Unix operating system, right, in your system, both Windows and Unix, right? And you'll be working everything in Unix operating system, C language under Unix, not Window operating system at all here in this course. The last chapter speaks about the awk scripting language. It is yet another beautiful programming language which will help you in, okay, processing data sets and all. Today we talk about the big data analytics, right? When you look at the big data analytics and associated programming language, right, you find that the root of all these things, okay, lie in awk programming language, that we will see it. Okay, several decades ago, okay, people have introduced this awk scripting language. So you have an exercise you'll go through. And finally, look at that last paragraph. Okay, there will be minimum 2 online webinars from alumni connecting industry to the class. It is true in every course. And after that interaction and all, you'll be having a small quiz based on that, which we connect it to the course teacher assessment. So this is how every course is being scripted in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. This, and you have a textbook mentioned. Please purchase the textbook because these books are necessary throughout your life. So Sumitaba, Okay, thus Unix concepts and application, right, from Tata McGraw Hills. This is the most important thing book. The second one is, okay, this Galvin. That this is another book which is useful for operating system in, okay, fourth semester. So buy these two books. Okay, do not borrow from the library. These two books are required for every computer engineer. Okay, purchase and keep it, right, with you. There are some courses where you need to purchase and keep the book throughout your life. For example, operating system, okay, databases, computer network, data structure, algorithms and all. So you need to have your own books. There are many such things, right? We will tell you, okay, as and when we cover. So this is about the, okay, the course plan. How do we do it, right? So all these things are available in Google Class, and you can get into those aspects. Let me, okay, tell you about the, okay, Google Class. This I'm rightly, okay, now, okay, online connecting. You can see all these things already. Many of you have registered, right, in that one. This Google Class, through which all our communication will be done. Short communication, we will do it from WhatsApp group created, right? Please join and please be connected with that, right? Introduction to Unix operating system. When you see this one, right, okay, here you will find under different sections, right? So I have uploaded a syllabus copy here. The first class, whatever that we are we are discussing now, learning materials will be put into this one. Already I have put it, which you will be going through that one. Sample question paper I have put into that one, and assignment number 1 already I have submitted to you. So you will be submitting it by September 10th, right? This is necessary. Meeting the deadlines is very much necessary. So this assignment speaks about study of Unix operating system evolution and submitting a PDF of that. So all our communication assignments, everything will be made available, and the every class whatever that we cover, the video also will make it available to you. So please get connected with the classroom, okay, where you will get a repository of all the things that whatever that we do in the class. So hope you all, now when I look at that, people who are getting connected with this, right, still many people to get connected, right? 43 students are connected, yet more than 25 plus people are yet to connect. So please be connected with this, right? Get into, for any of your queries and all, you can talk to me, okay, over my phone. My phone number is 944891531. So you can get connected with, okay, me anytime. Similarly with all course teachers. So interaction with the teacher, right, daily basis is the most important thing, right? If you do not open the mouth, if you don't interact with that, then how do you learn? So if anything is not understood, okay, in the class, without any hesitation, okay, ask your teacher and get the concept cleared. So with this, we come to the end of introductory class, where we spoke about syllabus, we spoke about the course plan, we spoke about performance ensuring measures, we spoke about, okay, course outcome, program outcome mapping and all, right? Then we spoke about the textbook that is to be used and our coverage plan and all, right? With this we begin. So attend the classes regularly. If you people attend the regular classes regularly and interact with the teacher, getting first class and distinction is like a straightforward things. So please ensure that you attend the class, right? Okay, all the best, right? Go ahead with all these things in every course.